Hi everyone, Shyamanand here from Hyper Automobiles, and what we have here today is a 2012 Toyota Etios Liva, and yes, it's the hatchback, not the sedan, and I'm going to review it. So before we get on to the review, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel because we have loads of amazing content coming and you'll be notified whenever we make a new upload. Starting off the review, we're talking about the design of the Etios Liva. First thing you notice is a huge Toyota badge in the middle of the three-piece grille. And coming to fakery, you have a little over here, closed vents, but other than that, it's completely real. You can see the radiator over there and over here, which is good. Coming to the lights, the headlights, nothing's very extraordinary about them as all are halogens. You have the fog lamps over here. Coming to the bonnet, again, nothing extraordinary over here as it's not been shaped too much. It is just very plain. Coming over to the side of the car, you notice these wheels. So these are 14s. You get 14s all around with discs in the front and drums in the back. You have the indicators over here, not in the mirrors. That's fine for that time. You have body colored door mirrors and body colored door handles. The window area, to be honest, is generous. Not huge, not small, which is good. And then coming to the rear of the car, you notice the rear spoiler, and obviously it's just for show, just for aesthetics, nothing else. You have the Toyota badge over here, Toyota written over here, Etios Liva badge over here, and just beneath that you have G written. So G is basically the variant of this model, and the top variants of that time were V and VX. And yeah, that's pretty much for the design. Let's get on to the interior of the car. Now coming to the interior of the Etios Liva, first thing you notice are the seats. So the seats, I won't say that they're skinny thin, but I would say that a little more cushioning would have been great because their under-thigh support is good. They have fixed headrests, as you can see. And coming over to the steering wheel, you see that there's a Toyota badge and there's absolutely no steering mounted controls, at least for this G variant. And you have stocks for lights and stocks for the wipers over here. As is part of the Etios family, you have the speedometer over there. And just below the speedometer, you have some digital display to display your trip info, your fuel gauge, etc. And you don't have a tachometer. Yeah, you don't have a tachometer. Coming to the general layout of the dash, what I think of it, it's very unique to the Etios family. The black and beige theme that's going on, that is not that unique, to be honest. That's there in many cars. But the layout of the dash, I'm trying to say. As you can see, the AC vents are shaped very uniquely near the infotainment system. And bear in mind that this is aftermarket. It is not Toyota's optional infotainment system. And you have your button for the hazard lamp over here. You have climate controls, all physical buttons, very minimalistic, to be honest. Not a lot of clusters of buttons. Of course, there was a cluster button over here, but that has been removed and now it's been fitted with an aftermarket infotainment system. Now coming to the general storage in the front, you have a glove box over here, and as I said, it's unique. It opens very uniquely. And coming to the glove box area, it is kind of medium, I would say. It's not that deep, but it's wide. Coming to the door bins, the bottle holders are just not thick enough for a fat water bottle, according to me. But you have power windows, which is you have a vanity mirror for the companion, but you don't have one for the driver. Coming over here, you get a 5-speed manual transmission, which drives the front wheels. So it's front wheel drive. You have a handbrake over here, and that's pretty much it for the front. Let's get on to the rear seats. Now coming over to the rear seats of the Etios Liva. So for me, headroom is pretty good. Knee room, the same thing, it's pretty good. Legroom is a little bit limited for me. But I think that anyone, people over 6 foot, people under 6 foot, anyone will find it comfortable over here. They'll be comfortable over here for long drives without a problem. And then coming over to the storage at the back, you have a cup holder over here and over here, which I think can be widened a little bit more, but it's fine, I guess. You have a bottle holder over here in the center tunnel. And can you fit a third person in the middle? To be honest, as you can see, the floor is pretty much flat over here. There's not much of a hump. Now we're going to see if we can sit a third person over here. So third person, headroom's pretty good. Knee room's pretty good. Legroom is also, it's the same thing, I guess. Just like how it was there. But I think even adults will be fine over here. It's more suited for children. But I think adults will be fine over here without an issue. Of course, there's no backrest, but still, it's better for children. And you have 2 grab handles over here. That's pretty much it for the rear seats. Let's get on to the boot of the car. Now coming to the boot of the Etios Liva, you can see that there's a parcel tray over here. This can be tilted. So now what you have here is 251 liters of boot space, which I think is not bad. The loading lip is also low, so it's very easy to load things in. And that's about the boot. Let's get on to the chassis and suspension of the car. Now coming to the chassis and suspension of the car, so at the front you have McPherson struts and at the rear you have a torsion beam. Now let's get on with the engine of the car. When you open the bonnet, you notice a lot of insulation under the hood. And coming to the engine, so what engine do you get here? You get a 1.2 liter naturally aspirated inline 4 engine which outputs 80 horsepower and 104 Newton meters of torque. I think those are very healthy numbers for a hatchback. Now, let's get on to the final verdict of the car. Coming to the final verdict of the car, what do I think of the 2012 Toyota Etios Liva? So I think that it's a car that's known for its robustness and ruggedness, just like any other Toyota is, to be honest. It's very reliable. And would I recommend you to buy one right now? So I'd say that you don't have to buy one right now because you don't get spares for it as it's a discontinued model. Both the Etios and the Etios Liva have been discontinued. So I don't think it's a good idea to get a Liva or a normal Etios right now. That's what we think about the car. Let us know what you think about the car in the comments below. As always, please make sure to subscribe to our channel because we have loads of interesting content coming and you'll be notified whenever we make a new upload. Thank you so much for watching. See you next week. Goodbye.